Good morning everybody and welcome to Quartzsite. It is currently January 16th, 2024, not February like the last video. Anyways, I know I'm a little late in the weekly updates. We had quite a bit of wind last week, and if you know anything about drones, wind and drones don't really mix that well. So there was limited opportunities to go out and do a real good job of the tour, but today's a gorgeous day. So we're about 3 days into the RTR, the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. The women's RTR has already taken place, and we're about 4 days away from the big tent RV show. So I figured this would be a great time to show you how busy it is here now that some of the big events have really truly started to happen. So this will be released in the two different formats. The first is the long format content, and it will be one long video that'll be time-stamped with different increments along the way. So like usual, if you are interested in just a dash cam or just a drone footage or just a certain area like La Posa South versus La Posa West, you can skip along and see the areas. If not, sit back and enjoy the show. The second part will be in different segments in separate videos posted in YouTube. The one thing I will say though is I kind of speak at random about the different things that people ask me about and the different questions they have. So if you're only watching one segment, you might be missing out on information you might be interested in. So if you're new to Quartzsite, thinking of coming to Quartzsite and wanting to learn about it, I highly suggest you watch the full thing, or at least the increments in different stages or different times. But if you're from Quartzsite, you just want to see your rig, just want to see how busy it is, you know everything there is to know, then by all means skip along and watch whatever suits your fancy. So that's kind of it. So I'm gonna hit the road, take you on the same kind of route I go on every time. So I'll take you to the big tent area, the Tyson Wells area, which some people have asked. Yes, that is still in Quartzsite. I'll try to go over that a little more in this video. And then we'll hit the 4 different sections of the LTVA here in Quartzsite. All right, let's go. I'll take you along. All right, so we're gonna head to La Posa West now. So this is the area that is closest to the RV show. So it does tend to get quite a bit busier during the RV show. I definitely think it's gotten busier. Really should record the side view for you all. Anyways, so we're gonna hop in here, take a little drive around. Posa West. I'm just gonna go quickly talk to these guys here real quick. Right back. Alright, sorry about that. Took a little longer than expected. Alberta. Alright, well, let's begin this tour. So I just stopped in real quick at the booth here to talk to the volunteers. You can see there's a few people here. This person's from Alberta, lining up to buy their tickets, or the permits I should say, so they can stay. I do feel like it's busier out here, that there's more rigs and setups here in La Posa West. I made a quick stop at this booth. The volunteers here were my neighbors last year, and I wanted to inquire about a rumor that I've been hearing. The rumor that I've been hearing, and people have been asking about, is if there's going to be a price increase. The rumor that's happening right now is that the LTVA pass is going to go up from $180 for the 7 months to $300. They don't know if there's any truth to it. They have heard the rumors as well, and me, ourselves, and them actually heard the rumors last year too. So the reality is, they said that even as volunteers, they won't know if the price is going to go up. Chances are they'll show up next year and they'll be told what the price is. They'll show up next year to do their volunteer gig and they'll be told what the price is. Whether it's be 180, whether it be 300, whether there'll be any change at all, No one's quite too sure. There's been rumors that the the Bureau of Land Management wants to increase the price. The rumor is $300, but nobody has proof of that. Some people say that it has to go through Congress first, but nobody really knows. We were discussing I don't know what you call it, the effect of if it happened, how it would affect the Quartzsite area. And the reality is if it went from $180 to $300, that would affect a lot of people here greatly. There'd be a lot of people that wouldn't necessarily be able to afford it. It is also a cash only payment system. I think check too, but because of that, there's a lot of people that would only show up with $180, and it would cause a madhouse here. There'd be all these people running to Quartzsite, trying to draw out money. The people who come here would basically suck up the ATMs dry in this town. It would cause an absolute blank show. You know what I mean? So, if it were to go up, nobody knows for sure. And if it were to go up, most people are of the mindset that there will be ample notice online prior to the price going up, or prior to everyone showing up for the season. The reality in today's world is one of price increases and inflation, and yeah, I don't know when the $180 was set, but apparently it was quite a new number of years ago. Someone's kind of anticipating that there will be a price change, but whether it'll be next year or 5 years from now, whether it'll be $20 more, whether the price will double, no one really knows. It seems to be pure speculation and rumor at this point. I'm going to keep asking around, keep trying to learn more, but nobody has any solid proof or nobody has any real proof or anything to verify these rumors. But knowing the way the world's been going, I wouldn't be too surprised. So if you're interested in coming next year, I guess the best thing to do is just keep your ears open. There's a lot of YouTubers out here that have connections. I'm not one of them. We're just still a baby channel. I'm sure they'll let you know. And maybe check the BLM Lands website for LTVAs. They've got a good website about any postings. See if anybody's mentioned that the prices have gone up or not. Because I would think it would be stated on their website what the price is for that season. Because if they are going to increase it, it would really be in everyone's best interest if everyone had advance notice instead of having thousands and thousands of people showing up here without the right amount of money, or having people who come here and can't afford the new prices, and then also not having the gas money to go somewhere else, to return home or whatever, right? So there's a lot of complications in raising the price, and I really can't see them not letting people know in advance. That just really would be a poor move, in my opinion. So anyways, I just wanted to address that. That is the best answer I can give people at the moment. Just pay attention, stay tuned. We will see. Yeah, like I said, I've got no magical connections here, so and even the people who might be in the know may not even know yet, because if it is something that needs to go through Congress, then it's just a waiting game too, right? For all the politicians to do their bit, get everything passed through Congress. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you all. So it does look quite a bit busier here. A lot more rigs are set up near the entrance area to the RV show. I think it'll get a little busier yet for the RV show, but so yeah. The RTR, the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, is currently going on. It has another 3 more days. Camelpalooza has I think it's got 1 more day. And then the camels actually stick around for, I think, another week. And they do camel rides. I'm not sure what the cost is. Hoping to check out that area some more before it disbands for the year. But there is 3 to 4 camels here. We went to the Camelpalooza parade the other day, and we did see 3 of the camels marching through the parade. So that was pretty neat. There's lots and lots of events going on. The Tyson Wash Mineral and Gem Show has now finished and completed. And there is 2 different Schoolypaloozas going on. Right now, one has started. I don't know the details of it. Seems to be a little bit of confusion of who started what, and I don't really know the details of it. I'm not going to get into it in this video. But there is a Schoolypalooza currently happening. I believe the town's called Ehrenberg or Edinburgh. Just kind of on your way to Blythe. So that's happening right now. I believe the QIA powwow starts this week or very soon. So there's a lot of different events happening. There's a lot of different YouTubers out there that are doing meet and greets that are going on this week too. If that's kind of your thing. We've had a few people ask if we will or if we can or if we're going to do a meet and greet ourselves. And honestly, the thought never occurred to us. We just feel like we're such a baby channel that, I don't know, it just never occurred to us that we should do a meet and greet. So it's something now that I've been approached about a few times, and it is something we are considering doing. So the hard part is actually choosing a time, because there's so much going on that you'll never get a free day. And if you get a free day that's nothing's going on, then chances are it's past peak season and a lot of people have already kind of left for the season. So there's no real win-win, I don't think, but we'll consider it. We'll let you all know if we do decide to do one. I'll post a quick video about it to let everybody know about it. If you are interested in us doing a meet and greet, even just for a quick hour or two, post a comment down below. Let us know. Is that something we should entertain? Would that be of value to people? We do like meeting people, but we are introverts too, so we can get socially burnt out pretty quick. But I would totally be willing to do that if there's an interest. So yeah, let me know. So it's been pretty dry here. So the roads are starting to get a little dusty. And do a little loop here to the left, and then we'll get the drone up here for everybody. I hope something good happens to you today. Oh, that's a nice deckel. That's very sweet of those people. Nice. All right. I don't think we've been down this area yet. They've got a couch outside. It's like a nice little place. Right by a wash. I bet they see a lot of nice wildlife too. A little Volkswagen Bug. Very cool. Cargo trailer set up. Alright, so I've had a few people ask as well about the difference between BLM LTVA and BLM. Well, first off, BLM stands for Bureau of Land Management. I don't know the ins and outs of it as I'm a Canadian, but basically it's public land for Americans, and generally, yeah, it's public land that you're allowed to camp on, and depending on the restrictions, you're allowed to use for your outdoor activities as well. We use the BLM land a lot because most of them allow you to camp for 14 days for free. And on the BLM land, you can camp there for the 14 days, and then after you're done camping there, and your time is expired, you have to move on, and there's X number of miles you need to relocate to. So sometimes that's just the next BLM land over, sometimes that's a few towns over, depending on where all the BLM lands are located. The thing that makes the LTVA BLM lands, which is long-term visitor area pass, unique is that if you buy a pass for the 7 months, which is September 15th to April 15th, you can stay there for the whole duration without having to relocate. So that, I think that's really neat. And there is several LTVAs. There's a couple here in Arizona, which of course Quartzsite La Posa is one of the most popular ones, but there are other ones in Arizona and there are some in California. We spent a weekend in Imperial Dam LTVA the other day, and it is all part of the package. So if you buy the permit for either the 7 months, 180 days, for the 7 months for $180, or you can buy a 2-week permit for $40, then you can bounce around. You can go from LTVA to LTVA. But of course, they all have different amenities available. Not all have water dump and pit toilets like La Posa, so you'd have to make sure that you meet the requirements of it. Like, I think you have to be self-contained for a few of them. So also keep that in mind. Yeah. So anyways, so that's the biggest difference between the LTVA and the BLM lands. In Quartzsite, there are several BLM lands in the surrounding area. I'll post a picture here of it. Don't remember all their names off the top of my head, but there's Roadrunner, Plamosa, High Jolly, and Dome Rock. There might be a couple others. So those are all BLM lands that you can camp at for 14 days for free here in Quartzsite. So if you're just passing through and you don't need the water or the dump station that La Posa LTVA offers, that's a great option. If you're going to be here for a few days, you can camp there for free, and then continue on your way. Save yourself the $40. However, if you think you know it's worth it, so you don't have to pay for water, pay for dumping when you've left the BLM lands, then paying for the permit and staying on the LTVA lands that I show in these tours might be of benefit to you too, right? So each to their own, but that's the big difference between the BLM lands and the BLM LTVA lands. One is paid, and you can get 2-week or 7-month permits during the season of September 15th to April 15th, and then you've got BLM lands, which are 14 days for free. So there's options. Okay, so I'm gonna pull over here real quick, get out of the way for all the people buying tickets and permits, and we'll get the drone up. Alright, this looks like a good spot. Okay, so that was La Posa West. Definitely looks busier to me than it did a few weeks ago. You can see a lot of the RVs and rigs kind of congregate towards town, or towards where the RV show will be. The RV show starts on January 20th. Last year we went doors opening on opening day, and it was packed, absolutely packed out. It was like a mosh pit of people shuffling different directions along the booths. Not sure if we'll go opening day again this year. We'll see. Alright, so we're gonna zip across the road here to La Posa North.